stand here before you today speaking freely. I may stumble over a few words or get momentarily frazzled, but I have few hindrances in communicating. But that's not the case for everyone. Some people have language and speech disorders that make it more difficult for them to speak clearly and freely. These people often seek the help of a speech-language pathologist. That is the career that I have chosen to pursue. So today I'd like to discuss the role of a speech-language pathologist, the schooling required to become one, and the different career paths available. Let's first take a look at the role of a speech-language pathologist. According to Speech Pathology Graduate Programs.org, speech-language pathologists, also known as SLPs, evaluate, diagnose, and treat speech, language, communication, and swallowing disorders. Speech disorders include problems producing sounds correctly and general problems with resonance and voice. Examples include stuttering, speech sound disorder, and dysarthria, which is a weakening or paralysis of the speech muscles. In contrast, language disorders involve problems understanding others or sharing thoughts, ideas, and feelings. These can be classified as receptive language disorders and expressive language disorders, according to the American Speech Language Hearing Association. Communication and swallowing disorders are also included under speech-language pathologist field. These four types of disorders have many varying causes, with everything from low birth weight in infants to dementia in the elderly and other conditions such as autism and cerebral palsy. The wide variety of disorders and causes makes this a very intense and specialized field. SLPs must attain multiple levels of education and certification in order to become a speech-language pathologist. According to the American Speech Hearing Language Association, there are over 300 colleges and universities that currently have undergraduate and graduate degree programs for communication sciences and disorders, also known as CSD. This field can then be broken down into different specialties such as speech-language pathology and audiology. A bachelor's degree is just the beginning though. After obtaining a bachelor's degree, students must go on to complete a master's degree. These can be in arts, science, or master's of education for those that like to teach. Master's education also includes clinical work in the field, which is called a fellowship. Once you've obtained a master's degree, you have to also get a national certification and most of the time state licensure in order to practice, according to Speech Pathology Graduate Programs.org. For those that would like to further their career, you can also earn a clinical doctorate degree. While schooling may be intense and time-consuming, the knowledge and experience that is gained is well worth the effort. Once obtaining the desired level of schooling, speech-language pathologists are ready to start their career. For those that don't want to go to as much schooling, there's the option of becoming an SLP assistant. This position only requires a bachelor's degree, which allows you to get into the work field faster. Those that have a master's degree have many more options available. These options include working in schools, doctor's offices, colleges, and even research facilities. In a school setting, duties include evaluating students for speech and language disorders and working with school staff and parents to provide counseling, support, and individual and group programs. In a doctor's office or hospital, SLPs work in collaboration with many other professionals such as physicians, psychologists, social workers, and physical therapists to provide care. Those that have a master's degree in education have the option to teach in a college setting, and those with a doctorate have more options to work in research, leadership, or to become a master clinician. Overall, speech-language pathology is a growing field that has a large impact on people's well-being. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, Employment of SLPs is projected to grow 25% over the next 10 years between 2019 and 2029, making it one of the fastest growing fields. While this field is often overlooked, you can be sure that when it's needed, your SLP will be highly educated and ready to help. Thank you.